Yay, we got it started. Welcome, everybody. I'm Britta Dimmler, and we are talking about the immune system tonight. And as we talk about the immune system, I think it's important to remember that we're not, that all of our systems are interactive, right? So we can't just say, okay, we're just going to focus on the immune system, because when we focus on the immune system, it also will help. And when we support the immune system, we will help support for sure, the lymphatic and the respiratory system as well. What we do in the immune system and bringing in the good fighter cells and whatnot will also affect the cardiovascular and our skin and everything else. So even though we talk about one specific system, it really, our bodies are so intricately made that what we do for one will help support others as well. Okay, so Young Living, we're talking about Young Living products. Young Living is they have essential oils and essential oil infused products. They're the number one way to protect your home from harmful chemicals and toxins and promote health for you and your entire family. And because Young Living is a health and wellness company, we are able to address wellness from a whole body perspective. So we are going to look at, like I said, the immune system tonight. But remember, again, it just affects everything. So did you know, let's see, the immune or stress is a normal part of life, right? And how many of you would say, I've felt some stress today? Okay, even if I can't see your picture, I bet you could raise your hand, or you probably should be raising your hand if you didn't. So stress is a normal part of life, and it comes from a range of places, such as the school, your job, even your family, the traffic, the news, certainly, and even Facebook, right? Or social media, and all the apps that we have, those all can cause stress in our lives. So it doesn't matter if it's a good stress that acts as a motivator to help you get the job done, or accumulative stress from taking care of a loved one. Stress is stress. Dr. Leonard Calabrese says eliminating or modifying stress factors in life is vital to protect and augment the immune response, and is necessary to buffer the inevitability of the aging process. So stress affects the immune system, and it affects aging. And you guys, it will affect your respiratory system, and actually can affect lots of different things, because when we don't deal with stress, our body, which is under stress, our brain is like the librarian, and it says, okay, you're under stress here. Are you going to deal with it? If you don't, then I have to shove it somewhere, right? So it's affecting all of our body. Stress happens when life events surpass our ability to cope, and it causes the stress hormone cortisol to flood your body. Cortisol is a great thing in moderation, and we need it actually when we're fight flight, right? We need that boost of cortisol, and it can also boost your immune system. But too much cortisol will increase inflammation, and it lowers the immune function, which puts the body at risk for tense muscles, respiratory function distress, and even depression and anxiety. So it's really important to get your stress under control. And getting your stress under control does not mean stress eating, okay? Because that's just going to create all kinds of other issues. So remember that. We need to control it in positive ways. So an overly tired immune system loses its ability to protect you. And so what can we do to keep our body more relaxed and calm? First thing is just to breathe. And so just take in a few deep breaths. Deep breathing actually helps to boost your immune system, and it stimulates your lymphatic system to filter out toxins and relaxes you. So meditating 10 to 15 minutes a day has been clinically proven to lower stress levels and reduce cortisol levels and reduce inflammation. And here's a little tip, because I have lived a lot of my life where I can't breathe through my nose, right? And our nose actually is our first line of defense, because as we're breathing in, all those hair follicles help to attract the toxins, right? And the pollutants in our environment. And so that's how and then we sneeze or we blow our nose, and it gets it out. Well, if you can't breathe in through your nose, you're breathing in your mouth, there's nothing there to kind of filter that. So I learned this trick not too long ago, through an email that I happened to read, and it said, hold your nose. And so take a breath and hold your nose. And then you just tilt your head to your shoulders back and forth. Okay. And if you do that, and if I'm not talking, I can actually, when I'm doing that, it's not like I'm breathing out, but I feel my ears pop, and I feel some drainage, and I always am able to blow my nose after that. So think about that for this fall, right? Because 'tis the season of sugar and germs, really is what it is, right? And sugar will lower your immune system. So, and what do we have coming up? Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, right? All the football games, all those things that we are not eating the most healthy. So just think about if it, first of all, lowering your sugar, and then lowering your stress. And if you can't breathe, just to try that. Okay. Again, plug your nose, hold your breath, and then back and forth a few times. Just closing your eyes. And I would just encourage you to do that right now. Close your eyes and take in 3 deep cleansing breaths. Okay. So I'm going to do that too. You can do that whether it's through your nose or your mouth, but just, relax. Breathe out through your mouth, right? So and of course we can add oils to this as well. So think about your relaxing oils, put a drop on your hands, cup your hands, rub them together, cup them over your nose, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. So just breathe in the relaxation and out the stress, right? Okay, so the immune system is a network of lymphatic vessels that defends the body against disease. It fights infection, recycles plasma proteins, and drains the fluid back into the circulatory system. So this helps you stay hydrated and above the health line. Ningxia Red, you know what, of all the supplements and all the things I grabbed, I did not grab my Ningxia Red, but Ningxia Red is the first supplement that we have to talk about. And again, this is one that supports every single system in our body, is Ningxia Red, but it truly is the powerhouse, especially for the immune system. So it's full of antioxidants. That's the Ningxia wolfberry and some of the other very high important fruits that are in it. And so that antioxidants, it helps our body's natural defense against aging, as well as supporting the immune system. Antioxidants are important to immune function, the free radicals that damage your immune cells and inhibit communication between cells. The antioxidants can help clean that up. Okay. So fueling your body with antioxidants is going to protect and fortify your immune system. Now, there's a challenge going on right now called the 14-day reset. It's a lot of Ningxia Red and just flooding your body. And what it does is it gives you a ton of nutrition as well. So again, especially if we're not eating the most healthy, it's a great way to flood the body to really support all the cells and to help them function really well. Okay. Ningxia Red is also infused with essential oils, and this aids the body's ability to absorb and assimilate all of those nutrients, offering whole body support on a cellular level. Okay, so another supplement that probably most of you would think of, if I said, tell me your top 3 supplements, actually type this in if you're able to type it in. Tell me your top 3 products, Young Living products, doesn't matter, supplement or oil, that you always are like your go-tos for your immune support. Okay, probably I'm going to see Ningxia a lot, right? Because most of us use that. And I'll bet you that I will see this as well. So the next is Inner Defense. Okay, Inner Defense is basically Thieves Vitality in a capsule combined with thyme vitality, thyme, oregano, and lemongrass for that extra added support. So Inner Defense creates an unfriendly terrain for yeast and fungus in our gut. It tends to be most effective when taken 6 to 8 hours before the probiotic Life 9. Okay, I'm going to wait to say that. So the Inner Defense, you can take 1 soft gel daily if you're just kind of doing preventative stuff, or you can take 1 soft gel 3 to 5 times daily when needed. And then again, for best results, use Life 9 or a good probiotic six to 8 hours afterwards, ideally. If you are really dealing with something though, and you're struggling with, a cold, or you've been exposed to something, then you certainly, can take it. It just might affect some of the good bacteria, okay, and lower the potency of the Life 9. So inner defense is a staple for sure in our house, okay? Another thing we have to talk about in order to stay healthy is thieves, right? So we all have thieves oil, and I see Ashley, thanks for typing in what you use. Thieves was the #1 thing she uses. So thieves oil, we know it helps to boost our immune system. It helps to clean things, and just really to purify the air as well. But don't just stop at the oil, okay? Because the essential oil blend is amazing. But we also have the household cleaner. Okay. And you might be like, okay, you're talking about immunity. Why are we talking about household cleaner? Well, we're going to talk about it because if we are spraying chemicals and toxic stuff in our house to clean our house, we're breathing that in. And guess what? That's affecting our respiratory system, which affects our immune system. It's getting stuck in our bodies, which makes our liver have to work even harder. And the body to work harder to overcome that, right? It clogs up our brain, all the things. We're going to actually spend the whole class next week. Clean It Up is all about those toxins and how to get those out of our environment. So the household cleaner is vital to clean our house with. If you don't like the way a Thieves household cleaner smells, add some oils to it. You'll be surprised at the different combinations that you can come up with. In fact, on October 7th, on Young Living Days, if you're local, we're going to offer that you can make your own new cleaners for your home, and so that's one of the things that we're going to have available at our event, with different scents. So you get to try them, and maybe you'll come up with a new favorite, especially for this time of year, right? We also have the hand soap, of course, because we want to clean our hands with good, non-toxic hand soaps, right? And these actually, they keep your hands softer so they don't dry out your skin, which is, again, one of your defense mechanisms against germs and whatnot. Your skin is. But it also just helps to keep your hands clean, right? We have toothpaste and mouthwash. Again, the things that we're putting in our mouth, that's going everywhere in our body. Hand sanitizer, even a misting spray to conveniently use when you're out and about. So you can get it in this Thieves Loyalty Rewards Kit, which is the best, most economical way to grab all those things. And it's just smart to have those things. You'll save money as well because they're all very concentrated, and a little bit goes a long way. All right. Another product that a couple other products here that we're going to use. Let's talk about oils real quick. Okay. So Mountain Savory. This is one that sometimes people don't know about. Mountain Savory. This is actually, I think it still just comes as a Vitality. I don't know if they brought it back in the other way or not, but it's only a 5 ml. This has been used historically as a general tonic for the body, and it revitalizes and stimulates the nervous system, which is a powerful energizer and motivator, but it also just helps support the immune system. Okay, so since it's Vitality, we know we can take it internally if we want. We have rubbed it on topically as well, and I don't think it smells the greatest to diffuse, but you could certainly diffuse it if you wanted. And then we have oregano. Okay, so again, I have diffused oregano. It is not good, but you might want to put this in a blend of something else. But certainly taking it internally, even rubbing it on. This is great overall support for the immune and respiratory systems. It's actually a liver stimulant. Okay, and so we want to support the liver because that is what, as our body releases toxins, everything goes to the liver, and then the liver has to filter it out. And so we want to help stimulate and support the liver. Oregano emotionally can create feelings of security, which I think is really interesting. So especially, again, when we go back to stress, a lot of times we're not feeling very stable or secure, right? And so by putting that on or having it in your environment, it can help with feelings of security. A little tip for you, if you're going to use oregano, like in a chili or something like that, take a toothpick, dip it in, and then swirl it around. Don't do a drop because a drop might be too much. Okay. So you can always add more. You just can't take it out. All right. And then we have hyssop. This is one of my favorite oils for rubbing on your chest. It gives a clearing sensation to the lungs. It's super revitalizing and just kind of opens those up. This is kind of I think of it as a heavy hitter. Now, emotionally, it can clear bad energy in the room, and it'd be good to, like, if we go back biblical, right? The Israelites actually wiped hyssop in the blood. Well, they wiped the blood along the doors, but on the hyssop branch, right? So the hyssop scent of hyssop was in the air at that time, clearing, well, the death angel. It made it pass over. So this is a great option to clear that weird, funky energy. Another oil we love, but again, I use it more when we are really combating something. This is ImmuPower. Okay. This strengthens your immunity. It actually helps DNA repair in your cells, which is pretty cool. So this contains hyssop, mountain savory, which we just talked about, both of those, cistus, ravensara, frankincense, oregano, clove, cumin, and dorado azul. Okay, this is great to diffuse. You can put it on your on the navel, so around your belly button. You can certainly put it on your chest. Anytime, remember, you're going with your chest, you want to do front and back because your lungs are on both sides of your body. You can put it on your temples and wrist, under your nose, and then certainly on your foot VitaFlex points. Okay, those are all great places. So really, anywhere on your body that you want to put this, you can put this. It'd be a good thing. Sometimes just putting it in your hands and just breathing it in, will help affect your body and really support that. So ImmuPower is truly a powerful, powerful blend of oils. Now, one of the oils in that blend that I just mentioned is Dorado Azul. And this one, Gary actually discovered this plant back in 2006. He was the first to distill it and analyze it. And he named it this because, the azul is blue. And I can't remember what Dorado stands for. Somebody knows Spanish, you can probably tell me. But this is great to apply to your chest to get the blood flowing and open your airways. So this is just really great. Think about especially for respiratory support. But again, if our lungs are getting cluttered, let's just say, or gunked up, then that affects our immune system, right? So putting this on, especially on the chest, again, you can breathe it in, you can diffuse it. If you are somebody who sleeps like this with your hands up around your face, you could certainly put it again on your hands and just have it up there so you're breathing those good oils in. This one emotionally can help enhance your mood. So anytime we can breathe better, we're probably going to have a better mood, right? So that just makes sense. And then the last one, and this is a really old label, but this is eucalyptus blue. So we have lots of different eucalyptus. This is actually eucalyptus globulus over here, but eucalyptus blue. This has a well-balanced chemistry, and it's the only eucalyptus in the world that does not cause allergic reactions in people with allergies to eucalyptol. Okay, so this is eucalyptus blue, and it's helpful for all types of respiratory conditions. It's very gentle, so most people don't have any issues with it. But this is another great option. Do you need all of these? No. But, if you wanted to just invest in one, do ImmuPower, because out of all of those that I talked about, ImmuPower has, I think, everything in it. It doesn't have eucalyptus blue in it. But this is a great option, right? But if you're like, well, I only want, I want to try Dorado Azul, or I want to try something else. Dorado Azul, let me just tell you a little story about this one. Several years ago, it was probably in, I don't know, maybe 2000, I'm trying to think. I went to Ecuador in 2012, I think, 13. I went to Ecuador in 13. And I think I'd come back from that, and we were it was back when we did a lot of classes at a little coffee shop in West Des Moines. And I was talking about Dorado Azul because I just learned about it. with a friend of mine, and next to us was a lady who was listening, and she stopped at our conversation. She said, "I'm sorry that I was eavesdropping, but what oil are you talking about? Because I have, well, she had a respiratory issue that when she walked a lot, she wheezed. Okay. So hopefully it starts with an A. Maybe you can get that. And I said, "Oh, it's Dorado Azul. Would you like to try some?" So I gave her a drop on her hands. And before she even put it up to her mouth, her breathing was slowing down, and she breathed it in once or twice, and her breathing regulated so quickly. I mean, within, I don't even remember how long, it was very fast. And she was like, "Whoa, like that's amazing." Right. So Dorado Azul is a really powerful oil that we don't talk about, I think, nearly enough. But this is a great one to have in your wheelhouse, okay? Or in your, I guess in your emergency kit even, all right, would be a good option. Okay, now we're going to talk about a few supplements too. And I'm going to close the chat right now. Now, if you have questions that you think, "Oh, I need to ask this," go ahead and put it in there. I'm not going to be able to see it for just a few minutes because I need to close it so that I can read my notes on the computer for a couple other things that I want to cover with you guys. So the first thing is this gem. How many of you, and I would love for you to tell me in the chat if you are using this. This is Emu Gummies. This is a brand new product they released at convention this year. And this is packed with power and flavor. Let me show you one of them here. It's literally a little gummy. Hopefully you can see that. I'm sorry, my light's not very good down here. I didn't think about that when I sat in the kitchen. But these are elderberry flavored gummies. They naturally support your immune system by helping to maintain key immune cells. I gotta close this a little bit. Our Emu Gummies supplement combines 1 and 3 beta glucans in the berries and flowers of the elder tree to provide delicious support for your immune health and upper respiratory tract. So this is going to help, again, immune health and digestive health, right? And these are vegan friendly. They have no added sugar, making them a guilt-free treat for the whole family. So a serving size is 2 of these, okay? 2 of these little squares. There's no added sugar to them. And these are meant to be a proactive immune supplement, not a rescue remedy. Okay, so that means that this should be part of your daily regimen, 2 of these every day, so that they work best when we take them every day consistently. Okay, so this may be, you may not need some of this other stuff that we're talking about tonight because you are supporting your immune system every single day. Doesn't that sound like a good plan? I don't know about you, but I don't have time to be ill. So I love this idea. Okay. So that's the Emu Gummies. All right. Next, Ningxia Greens. This is a free product this month, you guys. So you can get this actually twice. You can get it on your loyalty rewards order, and you can get it on a shop order. I think at 300 PV, you get Ningxia Greens. So this is like 60 plus whole foods. It has 5 varieties of immune supporting mushrooms, plus wolfberry fruit and sprouted leaves from our seed to seal farm in Ningxia, China. Okay, and they were carefully extracted using a heat-free method. So 1 scoop of this plant-based goodness gives you energy, immune support, and gut health. So most of us do not eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, right? And especially veggies. I actually have been on a 10-day challenge plan, and I am eating a ton of vegetables. And I'm like, at day 10, we're on day 10 today, yay. But I'm kind of craving vegetables right now, which is awesome. Okay. The first few days, like I was eating them because I had to. The more we eat them, and I use this as one of my servings because a scoop of this is like a servings of vegetables. But the more that we eat good, healthy food, guess what our body says? I want more. This is what I'm craving. I'm not craving sugar. I'm not craving, the flour and the other things that the packaged stuff that I tended to go to. So when we give our body good stuff, and even if it's like, well, I'm not ready for all of that. I've been taking this for a year and haven't been ready for all of the other things. And now I am, right? So this is a great way to start. It's just with this Ningxia Greens. This actually contains the Melissa oil, which is one of our highest frequency oils. Like I said, it has the 5 different varieties of immune supporting mushrooms and a whole bunch more goodness. Okay. So, and you can get this free this month with 300 PV. All right, here's another one that has been around for quite a while. Some people love this, and this is ImmuPro. When you need extra a boost of immune support and a good night's sleep, because this has the Ningxia wolfberry in it. Let's see, what else does it have in it? It has, well, it has a proprietary ImmuPro blend, which it's all on here, including mushrooms in this as well. And then it has melatonin. Okay. So that's going to help you to get a good night's sleep. Now, this is one that we take when we are feeling run down or tired, or like maybe I've been exposed and I need to sleep, right? Young Living recommends taking 1 to 2 tablets as needed at bedtime. And remember, it has melatonin, so it could cause drowsiness. One of the kid-friendly hacks for this, these are actually little chewable tablets. Okay, hopefully you can see this. And maybe I'll do it over here. Some of my friends' moms will cut this in half or even quarter it for their littles, okay? Because how many times do you have a little person in your life that's sick or that's not feeling the best, and you say, okay, let's go take a nap, and when they go, oh, I'm not tired, right? I don't know, maybe it's just my kids that did that. But this could be a little help for them to relax and to take a little nap. All right. And so, and again, it's a chewable, which is so it's kid friendly. You could also crush it up if you needed to and put it in a juice or a pudding or something like that, just to help them get it down. One other oil I want to talk about is Red Cedar Bliss. This is a combination of orange, clove, Laurus nobilis, helichrysum, frankincense, and western red cedar. It has a welcome harmonizing aroma to ground and uplift the mind. Plus, it's full of antioxidants, and it helps to support a healthy immune system and overall wellness. This is a powerhouse for our blood and our circulatory and cardiovascular system, okay? Which again, if things are not flowing well, then when our body releases the toxins, they can get stuck. Now, the best thing to keep things flowing well, of course, is water. So if you're not drinking water, we need to drink water to support our immune system and our body, right? But Red Cedar Bliss can also help keep the blood flowing well. And yeah, just, it's good. And it's good for this time of year. It's good for what rumors are coming, that things that are coming, and choices that people make. This is a good one to protect you. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. All right. I have let's see. I have a couple other things here I grabbed. And I guess I didn't. Super C. Anybody loves Super C? We have 2 different kinds. This is the Super C tablets right here. And so these literally, they taste like orangish. If you ever leave them, you swallow these, right? These are the capsules or caplets, so you can swallow them. This one contains 1,300 milligrams of vitamin C for two tablets. And then we also have the chewables, and this one is not open. I should have grabbed one that was open. That's kind of the size of the ImmuPro, and these, I think these taste like sweet tarts. So if you need that
Bye,
sweet,
Todd.
that
Love
sweet,
you.
Fix, but you don't want all the sugar and all, all the stuff from real sweet tarts. This is, I love Super C chewables. I suck on them for a little while and then I chew them up. And the chewables only have, let's see how many, 150 milligrams of vitamin C. So you need quite a bit more of these to get us a dose, but it does say 1 serving, one serving size is 1 chewable tablet. So if you get too much vitamin C, you'll just get loose stools. Okay, so it's not going to hurt you because your body will flush it out. But upping your vitamin C, of course, at this time of year is a really great idea. The other thing I brought out, and again, is something that we don't talk a ton about, is these Digest and Cleanse. And these are little oil caplets or capsules. they're smaller. So anytime that you're feeling like, bloated or tummy aches, if maybe you have loose stools and you want that to stop, or you don't, you can't go, this might help you with that. I think it just kind of helps regulate things. But this is a great one. You probably, if you have somebody that's actually throwing up, I wouldn't give them anything because they may still keep throwing up, right? But if they're, after you're done vomiting, and then sometimes like it's been a while but your stomach still just hurts, or it's still kind of churning, that kind of a thing, Digest and Cleanse can be a good option for that. Of course, you could put use Digize or peppermint on as well. Anything just to kind of help calm the stomach down, right? And that's what we really want to do. And again, drink your water. So that's the biggest thing. One other tip is alkaline. Again, similar to Digest and Cleanse, alkaline would be a good one to help alkalinize your system. Disease cannot live in an alkaline environment. So if we're too acidic, if you drink a lot of coffee, you eat a lot of fermented stuff, a lot of acids in your diet, you're going to be really acidic. Tomatoes even, you might need this to help to balance and alkalinize your body. Okay. So this would be a great option. It comes actually in a powder, so in a bottle kind of like this, but I really like these little stick packs because you can carry them with you. You can throw them in your purse. You can take them on vacation. You just need a little bit of water. I think it's 4 to 6 ounces. Now it does fizz up and bubble up, but it has kind of a citrusy flavor to it. Okay. So just chug that down, especially if my stomach is upset or hurting, or I've eaten too much, or it's just not agreeing with me, that kind of thing, and I don't have Digest and Cleanse, or I have water available. This is a great option for that. And it's quick acting. So I feel better really fast. All right. So we just talked about a ton of products, right? Again, do you need them all? No. But some of these may be sitting around your home that you're like, I don't know what to do with them. Hopefully now this gave you a little bit more incentive to be like, oh, I need to get those back out. I need to have them ready. It could also be that, I touched on something that you've been struggling with, and maybe this is something that you're like, oh, I'm intrigued on this. I need to look into this a little bit more. Don't take my word for any of this. Do your own research, right? Well, you can do your own research. We'll just leave it at that. Young Living has all these products. All of these came from Young Living. And, I have my top 3 or 4 or 5 that I would use every day. After I've been doing a little research on Immu Gummies, I'm like, I need to start using this every day, right? And so I just ordered a couple of bags on Kirk's loyalty order so that we have these ready when we need them. Because if you wait until you get sick, you won't get them in time, right? So you need to order them beforehand. If you have little kids, one of our daughters just messaged and she said, what do I do for her kids? And so this was the first thing I told her, Immu Gummies, because she asked if they could take Inner Defense. I'm like, well, they could, but this is something that to be proactive and preventative, I think this is going to be a lot easier for her to get them in. So yeah, if you guys have your own ideas, please put them in the comments and chat. I'm going to check it real quick before we wrap this up. Immu Gummies for your husband. Yes. Yes. And you only need a couple, you guys. Remember, you only need 2. They kind of can be addicting. So just make sure that you're only eating 2. That's a serving. So Young Living is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal company to be associated with. And I love that they keep coming out with things that just continue to improve our life and get better and better each time. So if you are not currently a member of Young Living, or you haven't checked us out, we would encourage you to do that, to get back with whoever shared this video with you and let them know what questions you have, what products you're interested in, and especially that you're ready to get started, because we want to keep you connected with us. Because when you join with your friend, whoever shared this with you, you get not only them, but you get a community of people who are here to help support you and educate you. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to stop the video, and then the rest of us that are on live are going to stay on and chat. So have a great night, and I look forward to welcoming you into our community.